Hi, Carl Schilling here with you. Let me start out by thanking you for being a member of AAA. And I think with modern technology, it's great because I can send you these little videos. Sometimes that saves telephone calls, cold calling, that kind of stuff. I can introduce myself, you get to know me. But I'm going to be sending you more snippets about different types of insurance, different reasons for life insurance. Because as I said, rule number one, nobody wants life insurance. I understand that. Doing it 44 years. Nobody wants it, but I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for you and those around you to have this conversation about life insurance because nobody wants to have it. I understand that. But when the time comes that you need it, then everybody scrambles. So it's real important that you have these things put in place. So let me just show you affordability, some things that you should know. Let's start with term insurance. Term insurance basically is for all different periods of life, but it's a temporary kind of plan, right? So when you get term insurance, you basically you're setting up for a period of time. Normally, that period of time is to replace income. If you're young and you're building a family, you want to replace the income because if you're not there to provide that income, the family needs to go on. The family needs to stay in the same home. They need to have the same education, same clothing, same food. They need to have the same lifestyle that they started with and they're growing into. Okay. So that's a basic need for life insurance, and it can be fulfilled with a term policy. Now, I'm going to show you some numbers just so you get an idea. There's all kinds of ways to use this. Okay. But this is, first of all, you have your term insurance. And as you can see over here, the monthly premiums on term insurance for different periods of time without return of premium are very low. They're very low, but they also add up and become very pricey because at the end of the day, you have nothing at the end of the term. 97% of people who are in term insurance live throughout the term and end up fulfilling the term. Okay. Only 2 to 3% pass away during the term. So it would be nice if you could make that a zero net cost, right? And that is what you can do with basically your 15, 20, or 30-year term policies. So I took a 35-year-old here and give you an idea. Now, if you notice every year, okay, with the return of premium, the monthly premium actually gets lower for the longer the period that you insure. So here you look at a 15-year premium, you could have a $500,000 worth of coverage for $159 a month. And just know that that $159 each and every month is going to accrue in the policy. And at the end of the term or anytime during the term, there'll be some funds available. But at the end of the term, you're going to get all that money back. Okay. In this case, it's about $40,000 that would be there at your age 65 if you're 35, right? Okay. A 20-year term is 149 a month for a 500,000. Okay. It's 89 a month for a 250. And then you get down here to the 30-year terms. This carries you out to 65. It's $134 a month for a $500,000 worth of coverage. Okay. Now, also during this period of time that you have this coverage, there'll be cash available as it's growing to the point where you have 100% of it back at the end of the term. So in the interim, let's say you have a younger child and they're going to go to college, you could pull money out of that policy. Okay. So, and that's a term policy. That's not even a permanent policy. So as you can see, life insurance is much more affordable than anyone considers. There's a $500,000 worth of coverage here. Um, $134 a month for a $500,000 worth of coverage that's going to be in place for 30 years, right till your retirement. At the end of that time, you could have retirement funds accumulated in here, somewhere to the tune of $35,000, which is all your money that you put in. Okay, so basically, the best option for term insurance is to return a premium. It's a zero net cost, okay, and it unlike regular term insurance, which is just a pure expense. It's a pure expense. And yes, we can show you if you took the difference and invested it, we'll show you at the bottom how much you'd have to get in return by investing it elsewhere if you had the discipline to do it. Okay. This is a zero net cost kind of program for you. All right. Now, Permanent insurance accumulates more money than you put out. So that's the difference. And then that makes that permanent. But you will have to lay out more in the premium periods. However, you will accumulate more on the back end as well. And that's the difference between term and permanent. Okay. So I just wanted you to see this. I'm always available 321-947-3220. We'd love to have a 15-minute consultation with you. I can go over exactly what you have now, if it's working for you, what it was meant to do, why you got it in the first place, and is it providing that solution that you felt was important? If you don't have any, we certainly need to talk because now's the time. The younger you are, the more important it is to put it in place because at the end of the day, effectively, you'll have a zero net cost and it will cost you less to put away now to have that protection. Okay. So, again, you can reach me. Love to have that consultation. No sales pressure, no stress. As I said, been doing this for 44 years and have seen pretty much everything you can imagine in our industry. But nobody wants life insurance, but everybody needs it. So let me be your guy, your advocate. Your best interest is my only concern. Give me a call, 321-947-3220. Have a great day.